Hey you guys, welcome to Old Town Pasadena. It's a beautiful day here. A little cool, not too crisp. I'm wearing shorts. I figured we'd be doing a lot of walking, so I want max mobility. How are you all doing? We're going to be walking all the way to South Pasadena. We're going to be walking over the Arroyo Seco. And the grand finale will be Michael Myers' house, the Century House in South Pasadena. So that's where we're walking. We need the signal gods on our side. Cariopolis. Happy Monday. I'm going to try something a little different today. These might look a little wonky. I need to probably not create them in our good friend Prism, because they're too hard to make. Hey Angela, hey, what traffic? They're kind of too hard to make uniform on my phone. Old Town Pasadena, super cute. To me, it's always kind of had this Midwest sort of vibe. I think you can see it in these brick buildings. Kind of reminds me of like Oak Town, like Chicago. And when I was like kind of looking up fun stuff for today, or fun facts, here we go. This kind of made a little more sense to me. There you go. Definitely feels Midwesty. Hey, summer breeze. Good afternoon, side note. So we're doing Hello Cheesecake Factory. I will confess, I started to feel hungry on the way here, and I got like a vegan muffin. Cecilia, summer breeze forever. The vegan muffin was so good. I kind of want to make them. I feel like if I made the vegan muffins though, I would probably eat too many of them, and they would. It just was really rich, not vegetable, but actually, yeah, I felt like there was a lot of carrots in there. It was great. Cecilia, it is so great to see you, Amy. Happy day. All right, you guys. You know, I am a testament to wear forever. I'm wearing my J. Crew shorts. I mention this all the time that I bought like 3 years ago. I wear the heck out of these shorts. Thank goodness I have two. KW, good evening. If you guys are here for the first time, we're in Los Angeles County, Pasadena to be exact. And we're walking from Pasadena to South Pasadena. It's about 4 miles on this beautiful winter's day. This Our House is a really cool department store from, I don't know, probably the 30s or 20s. I don't know what it was originally. It was a Saks Fifth Avenue, and then it became a Forever 21, the coolest Forever 21 that ever existed, because it was a Saks Fifth Avenue, or maybe it was a Bergdorf Goodman. I can't remember. Some defunct glamorous department store. Now it's an Our House. which is like furniture, I guess. We've missed you so much. It probably had applesauce. I literally on my way home, I'm gonna look up the vegan muffin recipe and try to make it for a surprise for when Joe comes home tomorrow. He'll have some fresh vegan muffins. Check these dudes out. Mountain bike, how are you feeling today? How's your mouth doing? I don't know what those kitties are. Oh, is that really a Hello Kitty? I'm not sure. They're cute though. Oh, I recognize some of those creatures. Problem with having a lot of things like that is then you have to I'm kind of intrigued by this love sack sofa. I have to say the name, a little off-putting to me. But our sofa, oh, look at this gorgeous car. Our sofa is so uncomfy. And it would have been an expensive sofa if I had paid for it. But it's really, the foam broke in it. I don't know, it's pretty terrible. Anyway, check it out. Look at an Urban Outfitters. You know, I'm not into painkillers at all, but I recently took Tylenol. And I gotta tell you, for my neck pain, it kind of worked. So one last look down our glamorous little shopping district with a Rivian, a paper source, a cola store. It's kind of given. I'm so afraid to go in front of this bus even though I don't have a hand, because he looked like he was just getting ready to plow out. All right. Oh my gosh, the snow is insane. I am sorry to 34 inches. I saw in Sandwich, Massachusetts, I think they got 42 inches. Crazy. I was watching Boston news last night. I think WCBB, Channel 5. Our good friend Tony got 34 inches yesterday when we talked to him. And it's a heavy snow too. I don't know why I have to say heavy that many times, but it's a hot. They keep calling it heart attack snow. But yeah, really kind of terrible. It's kind of, the mountains look really great, and I'm hoping that we get to a point where we could totally see that giant white snow-capped mountain. I didn't see any of the, anything in lockdown. I know that I kept hearing about parking restrictions in Boston, and the T is running on a limited schedule due to the inclement weather. Hey, LA Unknown. So one last look at the factoid. Bum 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 bum. Midwestern colony. Pasadena means crown of the valley. And Colorado Boulevard, part of the original Route 66. Who knew? Who knew? I might have known about a couple of those things. Oh, hey, Concan. Thank you so much. I don't see that, so thank you guys for reminding me. Concan. Bloop, boop, boop. Fireworks. It's always special when somebody does that. I really do appreciate that support. Speaking of which, these are my members as of this morning. I'll add you new members now. Or not now, but for the next live stream, which will be tomorrow morning. We're getting up tomorrow morning. Well, I'm getting up tomorrow morning. I'm going to go hiking no matter what at 8:45. You don't have to watch. I'd love it if you were there. I realize it's a really unusual time for me and for us. But I'll meet you at Myrna Loy. I'm hoping that I'm going to start off on Hollywood Boulevard in the morning. I kind of like being down there at 8:45. I'm going to be on time. I got it all mapped out. I'm going to bed at 9:30 tonight. I never made burgers last night. I just had like a turkey and cheese sandwich. Pretty good. But no burger. I'll eat the burger tonight. Oh. Sleeping. What time do you go to sleep, Amy? Sleep is really, really important to my mental health and well-being, actually my physical health. I used to pride myself on lack of it, but now I like my 10 o'clock, wake up at 5 o'clock, sometimes a little earlier. Simply Sonora, happy Monday. Joe is not going on the hike with me tomorrow. I'm probably going to try to go a little higher without him. Joe is visiting his family. He will be back. Tomorrow is Tuesday. And I think he'll be back Wednesday. Sorry, today is Tuesday. He'll be back Wednesday. He'll be back tomorrow, but in the evening. Duh, I said happy Monday to you guys. It was happy Monday yesterday. What a beautiful Bronco with no seatbelts he could just fall out of. Almost, right? Like 90 away from 5K. I think BD and I came up with 5K by Valentine's Day, but I think we changed it to the end of February. So come on, guys. The end of February is, oh my gosh, a day away. It is the 24th. About 4 days. I think we could do it. So up here, this is where all the, I don't know what it is about this building, but I just kind of love it. Up here is where the Rose Bowl sets up, and the Norton Simon Museum is just across the street. Oh no, I kind of love a Bronco though. I think on, I feel like, do you remember the first, somebody on here watched Supernatural. The first couple seasons of Supernatural I watched, and they always had these kick-ass vintage cars, and they were always staying at kick-ass vintage motels too. That was the two things I love the show for a time, because I love a good spooky mystery. I know. No, I started off with happy Monday. BD was here yesterday. BD is probably dealing with the snow. He had the day off yesterday because of the snow. So I'll just be live streaming tomorrow morning, and it'll be a hike. If nobody shows up for the chat, I'll just make it quiet and something that we can all veg out to later. I'm missing part of the conversation. Hey, thanks, Veggie. I apologize. Thank you so much. Woo! Thank you, Veggie. It's the membership thing is the only thing I cannot see. I can see Venmos, I can see super thanks and super chats. I'm not suggesting anything, I'm just giving examples. I can see when one of you renews your membership, and we get to celebrate that, but it doesn't show me when people buy other people memberships, but I totally love that. All right, so here we are walking to the bridge. Colorado Bridge. Cecilia, I can see that. Member for 10 months. We need to come up with, you're going to be the first one to hit it, you and BD. You're going to be the first two to hit a year. I have to come up with something really kind of spectacular. Spectacular. It's my Midwest accent there. Woo! It's the only image it doesn't show me. And it's the only thing it doesn't show me, and it's actually the thing I love, of course, the most, right? Woo! All right. So what do we? I have another little factoid for you. Let's see. Orange Grove Boulevard. We're not there yet, but sort of. That's this. We're not even walking down it, but anyway, little facts for Orange Grove Boulevard. I probably just missed my opportunity to cross the street. Hello, Mark. Monica, nice to see you. Actually, if we get a chance to cross, we'll walk over through Millionaire's Row before we take the bridge. There are moments where this is really cold and moments where this is really warm. So this area, millionaires, also from the Midwest, according to that factoid, used to build their winter mansions in. I think they're kind of more, you can see one over there. I think on one walk to Pasadena, we actually went over there. It's pretty cool building. Attic vibes though. You know. Oh yes, I saw the Revenge of the Nerds actor. I feel like, did I need to press this stupid thing? I'm gonna cross because I'm a jackass and hopefully I don't unalive, right? We gotta get to that bridge. Okay, it's winter in Chicago, and you head out west to your condo. No, not really. Ooh, but I see a plaque. What can we learn over here? I see several plaques. What is this? Lieutenant Orrin Russell Fox Heliport. Alright. And then I feel obligated not to walk on the grass, but I'm walking on the grass. A thoughtful and mostly comfortable bench, but here to sit to the 27 founders of the city of Pasadena. Yay! Yeah, when I first read that, that's who I first thought of, which is kind of sad. David Carradine. Enduring heroes. Warriors who gave their lives and honor those of the wars of Iraq, Afghanistan, and wars on terror. We've walked through this park before, sorry, I shouldn't just be like this. I somehow don't remember reading the dedicated by mothers of the defenders of the flag, soldiers, sailors, Marines who so gallantly responded to our country's call, 1917, 1776, 1861, 1898. Defenders Parkway. So they called these winter mansions because they have no insulation. I'm joking. But I want a winter mansion. I really don't. I couldn't deal with having huge properties all over the place. I would worry about them. Right? David Carradine. Look at this gorgeous, 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 gorgeous little street. All right. Colorado Street Bridge. Hey, Dionysus. This bridge is fenced within an inch of its life because it has the unfortunate nickname of Suicide Bridge. So we'll try to get the best views of it we can. It's a really cool bridge. It is 150 feet above the Arroyo Seco. Hey, I am wearing green, black, blue, navy, green today. I'm not going to try that drinking fountain. Do you want me to go back and push on it? So Colorado Street Bridge, opened in 1913. It's one of the largest or first concrete bridges in the U.S. You've seen pictures of it, of course. It is beautiful. I work with somebody who was like, I think I told this story last night, who had mentioned that they saw somebody attempting to get over the fence. I think the Big Bang Theory took place in Pasadena. We passed by the cheesecake factory that Kelly Kuoko, I guess, worked at on the show. I don't even know how I know that much. So here we go, long concrete bridge. So when I used to work in Pasadena, it did not have the chain link fence. It just had the spiky fence. And for some reason, the spiky fence isn't even in my memory. It's just the concrete barrier, which I'm not sure the timeline that they put this up. So, if, it was a different time, we'd have a little nice concrete bench here to sit down and maybe have a romantic cigarette or whatever they would have done in the olden days. A sherry cocktail. Like, they really do not want you to get anywhere. I would love to have one of these houses that has a porch that looks out over the Arroyo Seco. I hope that we can actually see. I don't know if I say it right, but I think I say it right. I think I got that one right. Maybe from the horse's mouth, and that's all I'm gonna say. Also, it's such a tiny grip. Well, I think they were just climbing over it before it ever looked like it had this tiny grip fence. Oh, thanks, Aspa. They look a little wonky. We'll come up with a nice way to put on them. A nice way to put them up, sorry. I'm also I watched something stupidly this morning on California. What if California had a 7.8 earthquake? And here I am, 150 feet above the Arroyo Seco on a bridge that is from 1913. Ay, ay, ay. You only live once. I don't know that I would want the responsibility of owning a house like that. Whoa. Sorry. I have walked over this bridge before. I don't think I've gone over it with a fine-tooth comb. I want to make this stop because I want to zoom in on that awesome house. Looks like a Swiss chalet. Oh, the stupid fence. I'm sorry, the fence protects people. It's a smart fence. We'll probably have a better vantage point to see the little... It's like a huge chalet. Come on, man. Peekaboo. Let's get through that. Oh well, maybe when we get to the other side. Thanks, Alex. I like your American spirit. I do like America. And lovely things about America. It's the country I was born in. Tony, how is your snow situation? Happy Tuesday. Arroyo Seco, that's what we're on top of right now. I wish you could see it. There's a really awesome walking trail down there. You can almost see it through the fence. I don't think many people walk over this bridge. It's haunted. Wow, 37 inches more tomorrow. Ugh. And it's not like you can go out, really, right? I'm gonna try to zoom in on the little river down there. You absolutely can walk on this bridge. There's a trail below us and a stream that you could probably bring your bike over to, mountain bike. On my way walking to the train station, there was a dude with a giant ass Harley Davidson leather biker, tough looking dude having a cigarette and an Arizona iced tea, right? At least I imagined it was an Arizona iced tea. So he totally was listening to some music really loud, and the closer I got to it, I was like, I know this song. I know this song. I know this song. It was Small Town Boy by Bronski Beat, right? Like the most unexpected song. But it kind of made it fun. I knew what you meant. Like, I've only ridden one of those scooters once. Alex, have you ever ridden a scooter? It is a long bridge. Also, I keep stopping and kind of spinning around Batgirl style, using my gimbal as a parasol. Just amazed by how green and lush it is right now. How do you like Taxi Driver? Are you watching it while you watch me? I mean, I don't mind, but I think that's a movie that you kind of want to hook into. All right, looks like a memorial for someone. It looks like there's so many magical, weird houses over here. I hope the fence ends over here. All right. And this is where the bridge ends for me. We need to get to Orange Grove Boulevard, which is down over here. I wanted to walk to South Pasadena because it's really cute. We've gone over here to regular Pasadena before, and I think you guys will like it. Oh my gosh, let me know if you can still see, because I'm going to jump over this fence. I'm probably going to get ticks, or a rattlesnake bite, or a shark bite, or trip on this log and fall all the way down that hill, but look at that. I love the way of the hobo. You know, a lot of people just don't drive. This is the house. Oh, we can get a little closer. I hope it lives up to... Look at that. Okay, it probably has a name. I ever have a house, I'm gonna name it maybe Kathy. What? Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. What kind of animal? Sorry, I missed your comment. Anyway, let's get out of here before that animal gets me. I hope you're joking about that animal. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really are live. This is really human content. If it's your first time here, please feel free to like, subscribe, and chat. CC Mezzo, we have chosen not to have a car as well. In October, I chose not having to pay my car insurance and not having to pay my lease, which was up. And was kind of a bummer at first. I feel like having a nice car played into, or even having a car kind of played into who I thought I was, you know, just you're either a carless person or you have a car, right? But now I'm carless. I'm car free and proud to be. It's all right. And animal content. Did you really see an animal-based logic? Oh, thank you. I love those, are they called black-eyed Susans? Those yellow flowers. Well, I don't know that I will always be carless because, whoa, Night Rider. I don't know that I'll always be carless. Like if I ever happen to have extra money again to spend on a car, I might consider having a car because it's sometimes nice to be able to go places fast. Right? Respect. Shout out to everyone going carless. Woo! We're also giving the earth a break. We love it. Woo! I want to take a sec to thank my members as we continue this hike and ruin this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful view. But thank you guys for the support. I'll be adding all new members that were added today to tomorrow's morning's hike. Hugs. All right, let's continue our walk towards South Pasadena. There's another cool little bridge over there. I don't know it. Oh my gosh. Health insurance is like a 4-letter word. Talk religion and politics. Now it's kind of like don't talk health insurance and politics. Oh my gosh. You know, I read it when it came out, like the year it came out. And it was a really rainy spring. And I just kind of remember that book scaring the absolute itchy out of me until he turns into the spider in the end. I feel like with most Stephen King books or stories, it was kind of that way. Like, it would be so scary, and then it would be an alien. But now, seeing how it all comes together, I get it. I think as long as I live in Los Angeles, I don't really honestly have much need for a car. Also, once again, I like having the money that I used to pay for a car. It's been a really expensive past year. Getting rid of a car was a great thing for us to do. We were barely using it. She wasn't careless, she was careless. And she could care less. Joe told me my hair looked like Pennywise, actually. It really like kind of like sticks out on the sides. It's hard to explain, but like it's pretty long right now and curly. And instead of, I haven't had hair this long since I was probably my teenage years. I'm kidding, maybe I've had it a little longer. But no, maybe for a long time. Anyway, I forgot about the texture when it gets this long. My hair doesn't grow down, it grows out like a chia pet. I wish I could have a bicycle. I just don't have anywhere to store it. We do have pretty good transportation in my sweet city of Los Angeles. I cannot complain, right? Like, I got to Pasadena in an hour and 13 minutes. It's if you look on the it's only like 12 or 13 miles away from where I live. If you look on the map that I posted in the Discord, like, you literally have to go downtown to go out to Pasadena. So you have to go in and out. So that makes it take like an extra 20 minutes. With a car, I could just drive the 13 miles, and I think it's probably about 25 minutes to get here. But I could read on the bus, or the train and the bus. I only took the train. I don't have to worry about parking or where I parked. I think we've got one more little teeny weeny hill to get over here. But that looks like the gates to a mansion. It's the Rafaela de San Rafael. You can probably Google it and see what it looks like on the other side. Why don't I don't really have a wall that I could hang my bicycle on. When I had a bicycle, I kept it in my kitchen, which is how you enter my apartment. And the bike was so heavy, it was like a mountain bike for city living. Stupid call. The bike was so heavy that I never wanted to ride it. And also, I'm just kind of a dipshit when it comes to stuff like that. Ooh, look at the mansion. Who knows? Look it up. Look it up and you'll see a picture of it. I would love to, Sheldon Cooper? Sheldon Cooper's not real. That's a fictional character. What do you think is on the other side of this fence? A mansion? Only you will know. Tell me what you see. A swimming pool, whoa. Now I feel like a peeping Tom. I thought it was a street. What would you do with a mansion, Amy? I just think I would have to pay I want a Shamrock Shake. I just think you would have to like pay the electricity bill and pay to heat it and dust it. I know. Imagine if there were like actually people swimming in that pool. I would have felt terrible. I've got to keep my eyes out for my turn. I was supposed to turn on Orange Grove Boulevard at the end of the bridge. Did I miss Orange Grove Boulevard? I sure did. Schnitzel. We got to go back here. I felt like something was wrong. Oh my gosh, and insure it. In California, marshmallow amps. That's something to want. Alex, to answer your question, I have had a viewer come up twice. Two different, a viewer. Somebody who watches. Ruben came up one time when we were downtown. I think he might have come up to us 2 times. A guy Yo-Yo really early on. And a guy at the Christmas parade who didn't identify themselves. But yes, the answer to your question. My idea of heaven is probably like a tiny house with somewhere outside to sit. Only because I don't have any kids, just dogs. Not Greystone Manor. Alright, we now have to figure out how I cross that to get to there, because I went down the, I think Alex called them hobo steps. So at the end of the Colorado Bridge, okay, it's Rafaela de San Rafael. That's where I was supposed to veer right. You can just go. That's where I was supposed to veer right. So now I'm going to veer left when I get up there. But somebody look up Rafael de San Rafael. I'm sure there's a really cool picture. Oh, Carriopolis also met me on a live stream. Sorry, Carriopolis. That was a ciclovia you met me at. And I don't think Clay was watching me, but Clay was live streaming when he ran into me on the 14th. We also walked by a live streamer, a pretty famous live streamer. The Chinese New Year parade. Kuma Monster is here in Los Angeles. I watch him sometimes when he was in New York and also Japan. Nice to see an outsider's perspective of good old LA. Full collapse. Thanks for reminding me. And it was lovely to meet you, Carriopolis. All right, Orange Grove here. So at the end of the bridge, cancel. Let me just read. West Colorado Street Bridge, cross the bridge at the end, veer right at Orange Grove Boulevard. Oh. So I need to get over here. Hold on for 1 second. I want to make sure that I'm not going to... I brought notes. I brought her on if you guys actually can... hear the sound or the directions. It's going to give me directions.
In 500 feet, turn left on South San Rafael Avenue.
It's right across the street. I missed my chance to cross. Look at that mountain. Wait, I can't go left on... It tells me to go left on San Rafael. Weird. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to figure things out. This is something that I would never have... I don't think I ever would have walked before. I would have driven. I really want to cross the street so bad. I know. I'm trying to get to South Pasadena. I'm making the burgers I didn't make last night.
Turn right on West Colorado Boulevard.
I don't think the frozen pizza made me experience anything bad. All right, I'm gonna go back over the bridge one more time, I guess. I really need to have a second phone line sometimes. We eat stir fry all the time. Alright, I think I might be able to steal the Wi-Fi from this phone. Hold on. I keep seeing the commercials for that JFK Carolyn Kennedy pick, but I don't know that I will watch it.
Wait.
I'm just trying to, Alex, what kind of stir fry are you making? I make stir fry all the time. I'm just trying to get to where I need to go, and I'm not using like a map app. I'm kind of following written down directions because I can't afford a second line right now. Also, why do I not get the feeling I'm ever going to be able to cross this street?
At the lights, turn right on West Colorado Boulevard. In 500 feet, turn left on South San Rafael Avenue.
Can you hear the directions? Alright, I'm going back to walking across the bridge. Thank you, all. It takes a village. But you know, we get to see that great, fantastic view again. We eat, well, I guess it's sort of stir fry all the time. Just a bunch of chopped veggies. And then like some type of sauce. Delicious. And then sushi rice. Sushi rice is my favorite. And then if we have meat, I usually do like tiny like chicken chunks with a little rolled in cornstarch, so they're kind of crispy and they soak up the sauce. We won't. I'm at 45%. I'm gonna just plug in my phone. Let me know if the sound goes out. Alright, sauce makes it all better, but we're really trying not to buy like a lot of stuff that's pre-made and ultra processed, Joe and I. So, lucky for me, I can make some pretty great sauces with soy, rice vinegar, little mustard. Sauce is living. Exactly. I make everything so it tastes like there's no salt in it whatsoever. It makes myself crazy, but it's the way it's gotta be. Oh my gosh, she just scared me.
The stairs on the right.
Are you talking about like a sauce for what? So for the stir fry sauce, I love my favorite sauce to make is peanut sauce because it's super easy. And it's soy sauce, peanut butter. I usually put a little sesame oil in there, a little hot water, stir it all up. Delicious. I could eat peanut sauce on everything. After that, I like a couple of I like making a nice tomato sauce, which I don't really have time to do. Oh, favorite stir fry sauce. I just mix a bunch of shit together with ginger every time. And it's always delicious, but it's usually like a little slightly sweet and sour sauce. This bridge is so cool, not once, but twice. Let me remind you the Arroyo Seco, just because we did that, and here it is, right? Boom. The name means dry stream. Cool. All right.
Walk up the stairs on the right.
Can you hear my Siri? My gosh, should we walk up the stairs on the other side or this side? I love that they trusted us to have stairs over here.
In 60 feet, walk over the bridge. Walk over the bridge.
Ooh, I love lemon also. Adding like a squeeze of lemon to anything is or lemon zest. I need a new lemon zester. Mine is pretty dull. I can never seem to do it right with the knife. Do you remember yesterday when we were talking about butties? B-U-T-T-Y-S. I guess the English slang for a sandwich. I feel like because we did that,
Turn right on South Orange Grove Boulevard.
I got an article on Bono's favorite 2-ingredient sandwich, which is a fry butty. Anyway, I really want a fry butty, but that would be terrible for my waistline, arteries. Because it's an homage to my Irish blood. They didn't have an Italian accent, Siri. Mamma mia! Please turn right. Ooh. I bet there is a less fattening version of bechamel sauce. I mostly don't concern myself with like fat. I just salt and really sugar. Because I eat a lot of sugar on this channel. So at home I try not to use a lot of sugar. I use maple syrup in my coffee. Who am I fooling? Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for walking on this bridge with me, not once, but twice. That was really nice. If it's your first time here and you're lurking, hugs. I really appreciate you being here. But on the sly, really helps us out if you could hit one of those things. Like, subscribe, or maybe even chat if you feel up to it. But if you don't, no harm, no foul. I don't really know what that means. I've just heard people say it before. Sliced cucumbers, red onion, and cream cheese. That sounds pretty delicious, actually, Diana. Thanks, Cece. It's great to have you here. My favorite sandwich is either a grilled cheese or a peanut butter and jelly. Very childlike palate I have. But I also I would love like a prosciutto, tomato, pesto on a ciabatta also. But a sandwich I could have, or I love a croque monsieur. But a sandwich I could easily get, it would have to be a PBJ or a grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is easy and satisfying. A new trick for the grilled cheese, if you have an air fryer, is 2 slices of cheese, because why would you use one? Whatever kind of bread you want, but instead of butter, put a little mayonnaise on the outside and then cook the grilled cheese. It looks like the centerfold of Grilled Cheese magazine. It browns so beautifully. It is missing a little bit of the butter taste, but it's the best grilled cheese. Also, I like to buy shredded cheese. Melts easier. All right. Ooh, I used to love that Ezekiel bread. I've been getting this loaf of sourdough bread from Smart and Final, which is like a food service bread. Like it says food service bread on it. It doesn't have any cute little kids or like fun looking anything, but it's sourdough bread and it has the most, as far as sourdough tastes go, if like Pringles had a sourdough flavor, this would be that flavor. Like, it's just like sourdough. And then the bread is practically Wonder Bread. There's no nutritional value to it. It's just a huge loaf, and it's got a nice, like, bread texture. Joe and I sometimes eat a lot of bread. We're going through that phase right now. All right. Oh, Monica, I don't know what the... You guys, if I ever miss anything you say, please don't ever take it personally. I'm super old. I'm surprised I'm walking at all. And it's really bright, and sometimes I can't read, or I miss you writing to me, so... or asking something. And if you say something really horrible and I just keep talking about, like, my favorite episode of Mighty Mouse, please. I just missed it. You know, the really funny thing, LA Unknown, is I had no idea why the written directions were telling me to go that way. I think it was assuming that I was coming from the other side of the bridge. This is one of those times where I use ChatGPT to navigate really easily for me, and it did something backwards. But anyway, I love that bridge. Ooh, I love chutney. Here's the water fountain. You want to know how it worked? It does. No, but like, I really I need to up my glasses soon, because I can't read this little, for starters. Well, I can read this little. I just need to up my glasses. I'm 2 years past getting a, not 2 years past, but I'm like overdue a checkup by eye checkup by 6 months. I can't say I have been perfect at getting my eyes checked up my whole entire life, but they're really important. So Orange Grove is here. I thought for some reason we were reconnecting it to it on the other side of that bridge, but that's okay. It's a little more time we got to spend together doing this thing called life. That's the magical Pasadena orange tree. It's really a tree growing oranges. I wonder if anyone can go up and grab an orange. How's your vision?
Turn right on South Orange Grove Boulevard.
Thanks, Siri. I started to get headaches maybe when I was 35, 6, 7, insert age there.
In about 1.5 miles, turn left on Oliver Street.
Oliver Street. Never before has a street wanted more. Hello, Hungary. Yvette, welcome. We have 2 folks from Hungary here, Alex and Yvette. Yvette, do you know Alex? Alex, do you know Yvette? I'm joking, obviously. Hungary is a big country. That'd be like you asking me if I knew John Travolta, because we both live in Hollywood. I doubt John Travolta lives in Hollywood. I had really good vision for a lot of my life. I can't believe I can leave the guide on while I do this. That's kind of fun. I wish you could see it. So now we're walking behind the bridge. The bridge should be over to our right. Brenda Marshall, happy Tuesday. Oh, look, these folks are all decked out for Easter. Easter candy is in the store. I love Easter candy. It's a bad time to give up sugar. That's very interesting. What kind of fasting body knowledge do you mean? For a religious reason, weekly, or... I think fasting is kind of smart, or like limiting the times of day you eat and don't eat. Oh, the Reese's peanut butter eggs. My favorite Easter candy are those little tiny Cadbury eggs. Whoa, look at this mansion over here. So now that we're on Orange Grove Boulevard, nicknamed Millionaires Row in the early 1900s. And the Tournament of Rose Parade begins here every year. Not around the corner where I said it did earlier, but really there also. The mini eggs. I love the mini eggs. I can down a whole bag of those mini eggs. Amy, eating once a day doesn't sound... I'm not giving you advice. Never mind. You do what you need to do. I love nothing more than experimenting with what I eat and don't eat. I love trying the South Beach diet. I love trying the Atkins diet. I love restricting what I ate. I love giving up sugar. I love giving up wheat. I love giving up dairy. I love giving up gluten. Like experimenting, seeing the results or the transformation in my blood test or whatever that might be. Kind of fun. I can down... I like peanut M&Ms, but you know what I like better? Peanut butter M&Ms. Peanut butter pretzels I also really love, but peanut butter M&Ms are just like a kiss from Jesus. Like I could eat... I love cracking the outer and having that inner bit of dry but creamy peanut butter. I really want some peanut butter M&Ms right now. I also love the caramel M&Ms and the peanut or pretzel M&Ms. There were some pretzel M&Ms for a while. More and more Mars and I don't know. Tell me what M&M stands for. I feel like I don't know it all. But I feel like I've heard it before. Olive M&Ms? I don't like olives at all. So, they would have to be really, really exquisite. I feel like peanut M&Ms... are really good because they're like two snacks in one. You break the outer shell and then you have that peanut inside. I feel the same way about peanut butter M&Ms, but you know, I do love me some classic just milk chocolate M&Ms also. I knew it was Mars somehow. Did you hear that the guy whose father invented Reese's peanut butter cups is claiming that Reese's is not using the same quality ingredients in some of its Valentine's products that it recently put out. When I was at Target, I really do not shop at Target much, but sometimes I can only afford that. When I was at Target, and their sales are down 2.7%, 3.5% this year, Costco's up. Costco left, never, anyway. They had Reese's peanut butter and red velvet, like chocolates. That doesn't sound like the original Reese recipe. Joseph would not let me buy them. They were only 30% off though. That doesn't really sound like, that doesn't feel like a post What a sexy lady was on that car. That doesn't feel like a post-holiday candy sale to me. 30% off. Candy's already so expensive. Like, 30% off is not even like the regular price 2 years ago. I just want the porch, right? The stink porch. The summer sleeping room. Isn't it weird that before air conditioning, I've seen these rooms in apartments. I never knew what they were, but they would have a room in some of these houses. There it is. That would be screened in that you could sleep in the summertime. What a lovely house. Hola, calle. Thank you guys for walking with me today. It has been my pleasure to walk from Pasadena, South Pasadena. It was only supposed to be a 4.1 mile walk, but we have turned it into something special. Mostly by me being a directional dipshit. Whoa, check out this mansion. But it's only a winter mansion. Three Musketeers and Milky Way. Almost, I prefer Milky Way because it's got a caramel in it. But I feel like Three Musketeers and Milky Way are the two last candy bars I'd choose if it's like a variety bag. I'm a Snickers kid. 10 million strong and growing. Don't be jealous. It's probably really cold in there. It was built before central heating. Thanks, me too. The thing is, if I would have kept going that way, I totally could walk all the way back to Glendale and Los Angeles without getting lost. But we're trying to go to South Pasadena, which is a really cute area. And also, our final destination, no, I shouldn't say that. Is this the house from Phantasm? I'm just kidding, I know it's not. Our destination is to end at the Century House, which is the house from the original Halloween. Did you know that? I feel like I heard this recently, but the original Halloween movie, Michael Myers and Laurie Strode were not related. NBC needed more time in the movie, or whatever network was going to show the movie, and they made them go back and add some time to that movie, so they added that to the beginning of the movie, and it became canon. Oh my god, I remember the Zero Bar, Almond Joy, and the Mounds. Pasadena's got some real crazy, mysterious stuff and history to it. Wow, I just want to go. That just made me scared a little bit. This is not part of our tour, but this house is looks pretty cool. I love a turret. Oh, it was way less impressive once we got over to that, but look at those cool doors.
In 90 feet, turn right on South Orange Grove Boulevard.
She's pretty
At the
demanding.
stop sign, turn right on South Orange Grove Boulevard.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool, Diane. I think I would be, I mean, I know it's a fictitious story, but I'd be kind of scared to stay in
In
that.
about 1 mile, turn left on Oliver Street.
We shouldn't have to hear from her for about 1 mile till I need to turn left on Oliver Street. At least I'm not turning left on Oliver Tree. I like this landscaping. I don't even know what's going on here. It looks a little mid-century. Everything looks really good till you, I mean, it looks great. Looks nicer than the place I live, but like, it looks more fascinating till I get up to it. That's how I know I need new glasses. She's not British, she's Irish. So the thing that we were looking at, the arroyo, is over here. I think we definitely should go to the arroyo sometime. That place that we were looking at from above. I have a weak connection for a second. I just think the Man series sounds snobby, like a modern... Who was the neat guy from The Odd Couple? Oscar and Felix? Felix from The Odd Couple. Oh my gosh. Digging a hole for what? Look at this house. This looks pretty awesome. I'm not gonna walk onto somebody's property, but I just did. Felix Unger. Yeah, he just sounded judgy, the Man American Siri. And I didn't like the English accent. I like a late, look at this house over here. I like a woman's voice. Okay, I think we're out of kind of mansion territory and into more like the Roper's style condominium looking buildings. The mansard roof. Now that's some manicuring. BD, welcome. I'm glad to hear you. Did you have to go to work today? Did you have to drive in that snow? Hopefully not. And hopefully you guys that are dealing with that get to sit it out a little bit. Oops, that was my shoe. Also, Amy, you'd have to... Wow, are you guys flooding? The problem with everything melting also quickly is at nighttime, if it gets cold, it like freezes and thaws and freezes and thaws. Not like I'm a weather expert or I have not lived in the snow for a really long time. This actually seems like it would be a really nice place to run because it's got a little foliage, some tree canopy. Oh, hey! That's really cool. Thanks, Cecilia. I always miss that. Cecilia, let me get to... Woo! Thank you so much. Woo! Maybe not that one. Woo! And... Meow. Thank you so much. That's really lovely. I get memberships to Roy also. Reseda, which I don't really know much about Reseda, but it seems like it's just got that valley vintageness. I'm gonna share the link. I've been perfecting that meow for years. This one is more me though. Except I'm definitely more ambitious or thankful than that cat appears to be. Bye, kitty. Pet clip or dog clip. Just try to get it in like a clean background, meaning like not too much stuff pattern. Hey, Beast Logic. Hiya. It's kind of look a little... Look pretty nice, actually. I don't know if it's totally my style, but steakhouse, but I kind of like it. I love anything with like a little fun landscaping, manicure. We don't have much further to go before we turn left on Olive, but I'm trying to get there fast so we end up maybe somewhere with a slightly better signal. Thank you guys for hanging in with me for a few extra quiet minutes. Go ahead, hit it now. I should be coming back up. Whoa, here's our siren. Let's all have a nice little... Oh, it's not coming. Nice thought for whoever. There we go. Unfortunately, that's for Los Angeles, and I am in Pasadena. It's not accurate to where exactly I am. It's mostly for downtown, I think. I think things liked you yesterday and not LA Unknown. That Nightbot is a fickle shout out. Thank you to my members. I will be adding all of the new members to tomorrow's live stream. Tomorrow's live stream is going to be at a really weird time. I usually shut that off, sorry. I'm gonna cross the street, I think, if I'm permitted. I'm hoping that the sunnier side. I think we live in a very state where we're really protecting ourselves a lot. Right? We were supposed to be 5K by V-Day, B-Duck, but I'll take it if we hit 5K within the next 4 days. That'd be great. I mean, or even the 5th, it doesn't matter. It's going to be exciting to hit that. It's a milestone. And what's the next milestone? 5,000? I mean, 10,000's like double. It seems also impossible. I should take maybe 5,500 as my next milestone. Yay, it looks like we're getting our little signal back. So hey, we would love to hit 5K by the last day. Soft like... All right, Olive Street, where are you? I think you're probably coming up soon. You guys hang tight for 1 second. I'm going to try the LTE network real quick to see if we can stable up our... Oh. A little better for now. So we'll switch back to LTE afterwards. I mean 5G afterwards. Oh my god, taquitos. Right? 80 more subs. Come on, guys. if you're a lurker, be a lover and hit that subscribe button. Although I'm not trying to pressure you into doing anything too terrible. You're not signing up for a magazine subscription. Ooh. Kinda. I take it back. It actually looks like a new house. Hey, Brave Bull, happy Tuesday. That's an awfully big driveway those people have. Wait till you see it.
Turn left on Oliver Street.
This way anyway, but it's Oliver Street. Hey, I'm so excited about that. I'm finally getting
In
the back.
250 feet, turn right on Meridian Avenue.
Okay, we're turning right on Meridian Avenue in 200 feet. This is probably the driving route, which might be cute, but not as cute as I wanted it to be. There were like two routes that could get us here. One was kind of direct and boring, and the other one was cute.
At
This
the
is
stop sign,
still
turn right on
pretty
Meridian Avenue.
cute.
In a quarter of a mile, walk over the bridge.
Hey, that's awesome, Jorge. I saw him yesterday walking a little bit. That's because these people are trying to avoid the freeway. I think the only time I've ever come down these streets driving is the only time I've really driven down here is when the freeway is kind of backed up. Well, I am getting lost in Pasadena, or I was for a while. I think I'm all right now. Really? I think that the Waymo is just a part of life. I don't think the Waymos actually come out here to Pasadena. I think they have human drivers. That's pretty beautiful and quiet. Although there are moments of traffic. Look at that, stately Wayne Manor. with the trees. Dude, look at that. Rose Hedge, Jared, is that's that house, right? Amazing. I'm sure the property taxes are crazy. Okay, here's what I think is going to be a weird thing. We might be able to look back now and see the bridge that we were on earlier today. The unaliving bridge. There's my next car. Whenever I decide to go not carless again, it's going to be that, baby. I love it. I don't have to worry about parking that anywhere. I'll be able to see it. There's another look at that really cool house. Yeah, you know, when...
Walk over the bridge.
Oh. Oh my gosh, it's California's first highway.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right on Mission Street. On the next lights, turn right.
Yeah, I don't actually think we're going to be able to see it from here. I thought we would. So here we're heading into South Pasadena. I feel more like leather Tuscadero. Beautiful South Pasadena. It's really cute. It's really charming. We are south of the bridge. Different bridge, but you know where we are. Look at these adorable craftsman bungalows. Really big for a bungalow, but that is the bridge that's haunted. You're gonna we spent about an hour on that bridge because I shouldn't have walked all the way over it. I should have just, but I'm glad I did. Funny that we see a pumpkin. So South Pasadena, speaking of Halloween again, we're gonna see the Michael Myers house. That's really near the train stop. But this, we could almost do a Halloween walk. I've written it out. In just South Pasadena, ending at the Michael Myers house, because South Pasadena was used as Haddonfield, Illinois in that movie. It was a fake pumpkin. I don't think it gives you bad luck, but I'm going to let LA Unknown answer that. But you know, two wrongs don't make a right, so we walked over it and then crossed back over it. So if we got bad luck from it, we reversed it. Right, LA Unknown? Yeah. Go with me. I kind of love this house, actually. I love any house with like big windowy front room, which I would never open the curtains in because I wouldn't want people to see me in any state of undress. It's a beautiful bridge from 1913, and it just has beautiful views of the Arroyo Seco BD. But unfortunately, it's known for, and it looks like it would be an easy one to do it. It was just known for people jumping off over the side. So they have put several bunches of bridges up over it. Bridges, fences, to keep people from being able to climb over. And they also have a warning sign when you approach it. Oh my gosh, are you guys scared? I am. Hey Ruben, I would love to go underneath that bridge, kinda. I don't really want to scare any of you, but we've just walked from regular Pasadena all the way to South Pasadena, and my train station is just right up here. This really awesome gallery right here, it's closed. I guess they just must have closed, but tribute to Michael Myers. They do it at Halloween time. Sugar Mint Gallery, they surely have a website. Oh my gosh. So anyway, that's not the house, but from the original Halloween, a little more on Sugar Mint Gallery, but and look who's here to greet us. Hey, Michael. I put a friendly Michael Myers. I figured, you know, if he had a basket of muffins from the Gersh agency versus this one. Cool, huh? So this actually is a duplex. It's called Century House, and it was probably one of the first duplexes ever. Also kind of cool. And we are in... Are we here yet? Mission Street in South Pasadena. Such a cute little area. Let's go walk through it for a bit. I don't need to hop on my train just yet. Wow. I do walk really fast. That should have been like a 2.5 hour walk. And we have to remember that we also took the bridge twice.
At the lights, turn right on Mission Street.
Hey, Roy. How's it going? I'm gonna turn my directions off. Now, I think I'm fine. I know where to go. Check out. We're gonna just keep walking through this cute little South Pasadena village. You know, I found that to be one of the very surprising things about California, actually, was how active the Klan had been here in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. I actually thought it was a pretty liberal state, but to find out its history sometimes is very unsettling to me. You did. I believe Cecilia got you your gift membership. I love that oh my gosh. Hey you guys, is Santa Claus in our chat today? I absolutely love this. Is that a gravy pitcher? Or just a pitcher? Or my coffee mug? Because we literally had Santa, the famous Santa Claus, in our chat the other day. Kobe Bryant! Look at this little place. Not that interesting up there. Right, Donovan? I think change for the better. One of the first, I really I know some about California history, more about probably Los Angeles history at this point, but I didn't grow up here, so I didn't study the history of California. Also, I probably grew up in a time where they weren't admitting stuff like Ku Klux Klan membership and, the other people lived here before white European settlers. Anyway, we don't want to get into this. Joe is not here to hold me back. So I just feel, oh my gosh, I love Santa, right? I just feel like I always have thought of California as young, liberal, kind of cosmopolitan. I don't know, more advanced in some ways than other parts of the country. This is the scariest kind of crosswalk ever because they just have to stop. Sorry. Brenda! I'm not sure what you mean by that, but Cecilia gave, and Cuckoo, or somebody gave also memberships early on. I haven't seen Streets of Fire since probably the year it came out. Is it worth a revisit? I sometimes find that movies I saw, I remember liking it, but I saw Escape from LA and it was rough. It was a rough watch in some places. I want to see Night of the Comet again, which is also about LA, sorta. I agree. I mean, we weren't always super Democrat here. We were in Culver City the other day, and a lot of cities in California had, there were sundown towns, including Inglewood, I believe, at one time. But we've learned our lessons. It really takes a bunch of different kind of people to make a most interesting city. I do appreciate living here so much. I do also appreciate you guys being here with me. Oh, thanks, Eliana. No. I'm about to walk over to my train station. We're just going to take this little street right here because it looks cute. And then I'm going to hop on my train and head home and walk my dogs and feed my dogs and talk to them. Wow, look at the car across the street. Another time, these kind of good old boys with their white fluffy poodle. And a Volkswagen Carmen Ghia. Summer breeze forever. Thank you for being here today. Thank you guys all for being here today. Thank you guys for gifting those memberships. That's really awesome. I am walking back to my train station. I do want to say good night to all of you. I will be on tomorrow morning. Joe gets home tomorrow afternoon, so we may go on in the evening, but it just may be that after that morning walk, I will meet you at Myrna Loy on the boulevard, and then we'll walk over to Runyon Canyon, and I'll try to hike as high as I can go. I'm not afraid. I'm really not afraid. So lots of hearts, confetti. Fireworks. Oh my gosh, you are so welcome. I'm glad you are feeling better, brother. I really am. And of course, this adorable cat. Thank you guys for being here. Let's walk back to the train station, and I'm gonna just sign off. Actually, let's walk back to the Pasadena Historical Museum, and then I will sign off, because how could we resist that building, right? Oh, I should have crossed. Have a good night, everybody. Oh. Every time I try to be like generous with people driving and just let people go, because I'm with a dipshit camera kind of situation, it backfires in my face. I should just seize the moment and say, screw you, you're in a car. Okay. No need to be nasty, Charles. No need to be nasty. Anyway, check this out. Pasadena, South Pasadena Historical Society. It's got some historical looking dudes over here and a lady. Do you know who she was? She was she really 114 years old? What did she have to do with South Pasadena? They really are doing her dirty by not updating that picture. Not nice. I have no idea who she is. They don't even tell you. Again, doing her dirty. 114, LA unknown, come on. You gotta know. Confetti and spaghetti. All right, my train over here. Let's hope I don't get on it in the wrong direction. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow morning on the Walking in LA show. Thank you guys so much. Boop. And if it's your first time here, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Good night. Boop, 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 boop. Bye, guys.